A very good morning to one and all gathered here. It gives me immense pleasure to be your host today. As we gather here, let's embrace on a journey of insightful dialogue, thought-provoking perspectives, and invaluable learning. It's my honor to welcome the dignitaries for today's function. May I now request the Principal of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, Madam Professor Mrs. S. Rajeshwari, to escort the chief guest for today's function, Dr. Shubhra Bhosle, the Medical Officer in charge, PHC Kolwale on the dais. I request Ms. Dhanashri to escort the Chief Honor, Mrs. Leonie Walker, Assistant Matron of North Goa District Hospital, Mapsa. I request Ms. Vaibhavi to escort the Chairman of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, Sir Dr. Digamba Naik, on the dais. I request Ms. Shweta to escort the Managing Trustee of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, Madam Mrs. Mangala Naik, on the dais. I request Ms. Saisha to escort the Director of New Vrundavan Hospital, Sir Dr. Shalak Naik, on the dais. I once again welcome the respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, and my beautiful audience. Lighting a lamp is a symbolic moment that signifies the dispelling of darkness and igniting of thought and enlightenment. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome the sparkling angels and commence the event by lighting the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. Divya Kinrekar and Ivana Sobrino. Alicia Gaukar and Vanessa Dorado. Nidhi Bhandari and Riya Salgaonkar. Prachi Gowde and Shirley Korea. Sanjana Narvekar and Eureka De Mello. Valenka Lucas and Gauravi Kurtikar. Disha Naik and Vaila Vaz. Supriya Panjikar and Prapti Gowde. Swini Xavier and Zarifa Sheikh. Alishma Rodriguez and Roshni Varak. Bindiya Kundaikar and Yuvika Parab. Kezia Ribeiro and Sania Nadaf. Harish Pereira and Benicia De Mello. It's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all. Your presence makes us happy. To embrace the event with their melodious voice, we have the students of 3rd semester with a welcome song. you students for enlightening the event. May I now request the Principal of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, Madam Professor Mrs. S. Rajeshwari, to welcome the guest for today's function.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, dear parents and all the members of Vrundavan family, very good morning to one and all. Lord is the light and strength of our own life. I thank our Lord for His grace in this gathering. Also, I take this opportunity with pleasure to welcome our chief guest. Relations or insurance, we need to be renewed with irregular or regular premium, paid with healthy communication, feelings, love, and as well as care, which has been practiced by our chief guest of the day with our Vrundavan family. Thank you. We felt positivity in her professional relationship all the days till today, and it will continue in future. Madam, you are glittering or shining in this gracious occasion. On behalf of our Vrundavan family, I welcome you, the respected chief guest of the day, Dr. Shubhra Bonche, Medical Officer of PHC Kolvalik. I welcome you, Madam. The woman of victorious in our profession. She is a truly precious among nurses. She provides good service as a role model in the area of nursing service, nursing education, nursing research, as well as nursing administration. With immense pleasure, I welcome our guest of honor of the day, Madam Leonie Walker, Assistant Matron of Asilo Hospital, North District Hospital, Mopsa, Goa. Ma'am, I welcome you wholeheartedly. I honor to welcome our worthy chairman. As the sky breaks into a beautiful sunrise, he may be blessing to everyone on every day. We all know. Sir, you have guided us in all the directions to do our best for everything. Being such a wonderful leader in this wonderful planet, we are thankful to God to give him as chairman of our Vrundavan family. Our worthy chairman, Dr. Digambar Naik, Senior Consultant Cardiology and Pathfinder, I am lucky to welcome you, sir. Also, with your blessings, I welcome you in this prestigious occasion. I extend my warm welcome to our trustee, ever smiling woman, our mother of Vrundavan family. She always begins the day with a smile, love on her face, and make everyone to lead the life with happiness and healthy life every day. Our respected trustee madam, Madam Mangla Naik, I welcome you, madam, in this gracious occasion. I honor to welcome our beloved director of New Vrundavan Hospital, Dr. Shalak Naik, the man who has strength and wisdom to take whatever he has facing in his life. The way you are an immense pleasure, and also your impression gives us pleasure today. And I welcome you, sir, in this prestigious occasion. God's grace in an incredible gift. May God bless you above all experience in your life to become an extraordinary professionals, our buddy angels. I welcome you all. God showers His blessing on you on today and forever. I welcome you all, buddy angels. With my pleasure, I honor to welcome our parents and other audience for this educational ceremony. I welcome you all for gracing this occasion. My dear family members of Vrundavan, and that is non-teaching, teaching staff and other faculties of Vrundavan family, let God present with all of us, including me, for your effort, being love, laughter, and happiness on this greater occasion. I welcome you all. You are focusing on guide good thoughts. When you focus on good thoughts, definitely you will get good things. Never you will not go to the bad things. Really, your good thoughts brought good things today. I'm happily welcome you all once again, and welcome one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. I would like to extend my warm welcome to the Principal of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, Madam Professor Mrs. S. Rajeshwari. I welcome you, madam. Brightness and prosperity are the symbols of light. It is a positive force that removes darkness. May I now request the dignitaries to light the ceremonial lamp. Thank you. You may take your seats. May I now request Madam Mrs. Mangala Naik to honor the guest of honor with a sesha. May I now request Madam Mrs. Leonie Walker and Madam Professor Mrs. S. Rajeshwari to pass the lights to the angels. Taking an oath and sticking to it costs everything in a different light and infuses the ordinary significance. May I now request Madam Mrs. Glory to proceed with the oath.
Students, kindly raise your hand for oath. I solemnly pledge myself before God.
I solemnly pledge myself before God
And in the presence of this assembly.
and in the presence of this assembly
To pass my life in purity.
to pass my life in purity
And to practice my profession faithfully.
and to practice my profession faithfully.
I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous. And will not take of knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession. And will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling with loyalty. I will endure to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Hands down.
Thank you, Madam. We now have our budding nightingales to present a song in their melodious voice.
From the खुशियाँ बांटेंगे, तेरी उम्मीदों को पूरा करते जाना है, सेवा के उस मार्ग पर चलते जाना है, चलते जाना है। तेरी लौ की रोशनी को हम बढ़ाएंगे, तेरा दिया हुआ नाम रोशन कर जाएंगे, रोशन कर जाएंगे। ना अपनी परवाह किए बस चलते जाना है, बस चलते जाना है। अपनी एक पहचान बनाकर सबको दिखाना है, सबको दिखाना है। लेकर ये वादा अब चलना इस मंजिल की ओर, रखें हम साथ अपने, बढ़ते जाए इस रुख की ओर, बढ़ते जाए इस रुख की ओर। तेरी रुख की रोशनी को हम बढ़ाएंगे, तेरा दिया हुआ नाम रोशन कर जाएंगे, रोशन कर जाएंगे, रोशन कर जाएंगे, रोशन कर जाएंगे, रोशन कर जाएंगे।
Thank you, students. It was a delight to hear you all. I request the students to come for the photo session. I now request Madam Mrs. Melissa to present the annual report.
Good morning, respected chief guest, guest of honor, dignitaries on the days, invited guests, parents, and my dear students and staff. Today I'm here in front of you to present the annual report for the academic year 2022-23. It's wonderful to see such an amazing gathering once in a happy year. Today, we all have gathered here for the 17th batch lamp lighting swearing ceremony. It is the time to chill, to cheer, to shine, to inspire, and to be inspired. The beauty of service is that it deals with human lives. Nursing is truly the art of arts and noblest of all profession. With the evolution and progress made in our profession, we here in Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education not only look to prepare and shape professionals to meet the growing global need in terms of advancement in science in the field of nursing and health, but also deeply feel the need to prepare humans for humans, the core and essence of our society. Our organization at glance, Nursing is a calling for service to humanity. The objective of nursing revolves around nurturing, caring, rendering health services to an individual, family, and the community at large. Bhagirathi Surya Naik Memorial Trust, a service-oriented society, took a wise step to achieve this objective, and that is how Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education became a reality in the year 2005. Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, a center for academic excellence, is an established machinery to generate such highly qualified professionals needed for the delivery of high-tech healthcare services. Education and learning is a continuous process involving cognitive, affective, and psychomotor skills. Personal growth and self-discovery in the learning process are enhanced in a conducive environment that stimulates curious examination of the world. The process of learning involves students-teachers partnership and cooperation in meeting students and program goals. The faculty provides learning opportunities and guidance appropriate to personal and professional growth. Management endorses a promising future for young aspirants who wish to pursue higher studies in a chosen profession. Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education having 5 lecture halls, 9 demonstration labs including nursing foundation, medical surgical nursing, advanced nursing, obstetrical and gynecological nursing, child health nursing, community lab, computer lab, nutritional lab, advanced science lab. Academic achievements. Our institution has always provided its students with a healthy and fairly competitive environment to help them grow in every sphere of activity, be it academics, sports, or any other extracurricular role. We have given equal opportunities to all our students so that they realize their true potential and get ready to face the outer world once they complete their studies. Students have also made commendable achievements in their academics. Most of our students got distinction in various subjects. Vrundavan Institute Nursing Education is currently educating total 200 more students for BSc Nursing. So far, we have graduated more than 520 students. They have been participating in national, international, including government and private sector. For the last academic year, 4th year BSc Nursing students secured 100% result with 48% of distinction, 33% first classes. First semester BSc Nursing students have secured 45% result. Various committees and functioning within our institution to look after many of our proceedings, including staff welfare, student welfare, anti-ragging committee, co-curricular committee, health committees, hostel welfare committee, disciplinary, sports, library committee. These committees help the student to maintain professional modesty, update their knowledge, and unveil their talents in all aspects. Activities during this academic year: a school health program was conducted by the 4th year BSc Nursing student of Vrundavan College of Nursing for the primary school Kolwale in the month of January 2023. The health checkups was conducted for the toddlers, preschoolers, followed by awareness activities on various topics like personal hygiene, prevention of worm infestation, and more. On 24th January 2023, Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education organized an annual sports day for the students at Pede Sport Complex, Goa. World Leprosy Day was celebrated on 30th February at Urban Health Center, Mapsa, Goa. Students also performed street play and participated in the outreach OPD at community area Karaswada. One-day workshop on advanced nursing care and wound management was conducted by the principal and teaching faculty of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education for the first year, second year, third year, fourth year students. Workshop focused on aspects of wound management, followed by hands-on on various wound care procedures. International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking was commemorated on 26 June 2023 by Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education at Goa Medical College. General public was sensitized on ill effects of illicit drugs with the help of street plays, posters, and various other aviads. Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education organized a seminar or IELTS recruitment and study abroad for the 4th year BSc Nursing student, and a special guest, Mrs. Shweta Machada, an IELTS tutor, was appointed. Breastfeeding Week was observed on 3rd August 2023 by the 3rd year BSc Nursing student in the postnatal ward of North District Hospital, Mapsa, and 7th August in the postnatal ward of Goa Medical College, Pambulim. The students educated the postnatal ward mothers by performing skit and puppet show. 4th year BSc Nursing student conducted awareness program on 31st March on impact of health due to traffic for the general public at Mapsa KTC bus stand along with the traffic control police Mapsa. The role play with posters and flashcards were well appreciated by the public. The 3rd year BSc Nursing student participated in the rally on 10th September at Panjim, organized by the District Mental Health Program Asilo Mapsa on the occasion of World Suicide Prevention Day. On 30th and 31st January 2023, two students of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education attended SNA conference held in Guwahati, sponsored by Trained Nurses Association Goa branch. On 25th August 2023, students participated in the state level SNA competitions held among the nursing colleges in Goa. Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education organized a state level CNE workshop with credit points on 3rd May 2023 on the topic Challenges of Nurses in Disaster Preparedness Mitigation and mock drill on fire accidents at hospitals and community in collaboration with the Director of Fire and Emergency Service. International Mental Health Day was observed on 10th October 2023 by the Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education at Primary Health Center, Kolwale. Extracurricular activities on 22nd June 2023, students celebrated World Yoga Day organized by the NSS unit of Vrundavan. The program was highlighted on the importance of yoga and effectiveness of yoga in reduction of stress and stress-related problems. On 10th August 2023, the NSS unit of Vrundavan Institute conducted Meri Mati Mera Desh, a national-wide campaign tree plantation drive along with the Sarpanch of Kolwale and Goa Forest Department. They planted trees around the campus in the vicinity and the villages of Kolwale. On 15th August 23, Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, Goa, organized and participated in Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, where they hoisted Indian national flag in their premises and put selfies with Tiranga. Students, along with the NSS coordinator of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, attended the G20 meet in the month of July 23, organized by the Sports and Youth Affairs, Kampal, Goa. Staff welfare activities. Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education faculty participated in the CNE on Innovations in Nursing organized by TNI Goa in the month of April 23. Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education librarian participated on the workshop on 26th National Convention on Knowledge, Library and Information Networking organized by Goa University in the month of November. The principal, along with the teaching faculty, participated in the CNE on Comprehensive Approach to Critical Care Nursing organized by the Institute of Nursing Education, Bambolim on 27th October. Line by Sudha Murthy. Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision is merely passing time. But vision and action together can change the world. I have no doubt that every one of you will excel in your future roles and contribute to the future well-being of the society, our nation, and the world at large. But always bear in mind that the key to success in life is not to get ahead of other people, but to get ahead of ourselves. Thanks to all the luminaries on the stage for accepting our invitation, and also to all the guests and tons of untiring efforts of faculty and students. I wish that today's event leave an indelible mark on your memory. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. May I now request Ms. Dhanashri to introduce the guest of honor for today's function.
It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our today's guest of honor, Madam Mrs. Leonie Walker, Assistant Matron, North Goa District Hospital. Madam has completed her first education in general nursing and midwifery in 1988 from nursing school with honors. Later, she completed post-basic BSc nursing with distinction in 1999 from Institute of Nursing Education, Bambolim, Goa. She has completed her post-graduation in Master of Science in Nursing, specialty in Community Health Nursing with first class in the year 2004. Madam started her professional career as a staff nurse in various departments of Asilo Hospital, Mapsa, for 15 years from year 1988 to 2002. She has worked as public health nurse at Institute of Nursing Education, Bambolim, Goa, as a teacher for the auxiliary nursing midwifery students and general nursing midwifery student, post-basic BSc nursing student, BSc nursing students, and diploma in neonatal nursing students for 19 years from 2004 to 2022. Later, in 2022, she was promoted as assistant matron and currently working at North Goa District Hospital, Mapsa, Goa as assistant matron. She has been a member of Goa Nursing Council, also the member of Examination Board of Goa Nursing Council, life membership of Trained Nurses Association, India. She has also conducted workshop and training for students in various schools for auxiliary nurses and for the staff nurses. We welcome you, ma'am. May I now request Madam Mrs. Leonie Walker to say a few words.
Thank you, Dhanashri. Good morning, respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, the principal, faculty, non-teaching staff, parents, and my dear students. I would like to thank Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education for giving me this opportunity to address the students at this solemn ceremony. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. We are all familiar with beginnings. They can be small steps, but its impact can be experienced in giant leaps. Today, you are making a beginning through this lamp lighting and oath-taking ceremony. Congratulations for choosing nursing as a profession, and welcome to the fast evolving world of a nurse. The history of this ceremony dates back to the 12th century and later, when Queen Victoria awarded Florence Nightingale with the Royal Red Cross for her service as a military nurse during the Crimean War. Lamplighting commemorates Florence Nightingale's nighttime aid to the wounded soldiers by candlelight. The lamp symbolizes the light that a nurse becomes to her patients and a symbol of hope and comfort to those who are suffering. Light symbolizes knowledge that removes ignorance. It also signifies the enlightenment, experience, and positivity, driving away the negativity that darkens everything. The light handed to you by your teachers is the light of knowledge, skills, and values. It is about burning out for others, which is the essence of nursing. The oath or pledge you have taken today signifies discharging your duties with honesty, integrity, and without any discrimination. I know how much of hard work your teachers and you have put in for today's function, so that it is very well organized. A beautiful ceremony, and again, congratulations to all of you. But I would like to remind you, let not this be just a stage ritual. You have studied the definition of a nurse by Virginia Henderson. Let this definition and the oath you have taken today be renewed at least once a year to all of us as nurses. My dear students, today you are formally entering into the nursing profession. You are going to carry a ray of hope with you wherever you go, even when life gets too busy and personal difficulties crowd your way. As a nurse, we have the opportunity to heal the mind, the body, and the soul of our patients, their families, and ourselves. May God give you the wisdom, strength, and resolve to become angels of care. Daya, Maya, Seva, Atma Vishwas, Rakhan, Nishtha, Lagnuk, या उतरांतल्यान सुरत गेशात जाल्यार नर्सिंगाच्या सेवेन तुमी फुलतोली आनी जोयतीवंत जातलीं. देव बरें करूं.
Thank you, madam, for your kind words. I now request Ms. Vaibhavi to introduce the chairman of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, Sir Dr. Digambar Naik, a dynamic personality.
Good morning, all. A leader is the one who enlightens the world with his spark. Today, among us, we have a dynamic personality, Dr. Digambar Naik. Born on 29 March 1955 in a family at Vere in Goa, Sir started working in the family profession of a small-scale village and joined his primary school. He rapidly took over, and with little time that he could give for his learning, he was always standing top in class, always in every field, representing the school in most of the inter-school competitions and winning laurels to his school. He completed his MBBS examination in 1980, scoring the highest marks in medicine, surgery, and obstetrics and gynecology. He chose general medicine as the subject for post-graduation and completed it in 1984 with flying colors and immediately joined into private practice. His roaring success journey has led to a number of organizations coming up in Goa, creating a transformation that has seen in Goa and a place with all health requirements being met and all facilities available to every citizen of the state. Sir has taken endless leaps to establish a chain of institutions which do a yeoman's service for humanity in and out Goa. To mention a few, it is the Vrundavan Hospital, a 40-bedded multi-speciality hospital at Panjim, Vrundavan Institute of Nursing and Education, Kolvare, International Institute of Medical Technology, Kolvare, Vrundavan Dialysis Center, 20-bedded dialysis unit at Victor Apollo Hospital, Margao, 3-bedded dialysis unit at SMRC, Vasco, Goa, Vrundavan Cosmetic Center at Kalangut. Bhagirathi Sir is the founder of the Bhagirathi Surya Naik Memorial Trust and many more to list down. At present, Sir has started a 30-bedded multi-speciality hospital at Miramar, Panaji. An exemplary medical practitioner, a non-interventional cardiologist, and an outstanding physician, this is the way he is known in the medical and patient circle. He has begun the initiation of an establishment which makes Goa proud. This is the first Goan healthcare company to grow out of state into neighboring Maharashtra. This, according to Sir, is just the beginning of a new healthcare system. He wants to create for the country which will bring the gap between our resources and requirements of the country consisting of billions of people. Sir's attitude towards Indian society is highly pragmatic. He has tried to give the society what the society actually needs. Thousands of medical camps and teaching lectures to common man and a host of innovative programs like Vrundavan Health Quiz have gone a long way. It is creating a society which is aware of its medical problems and gets medically literate to some level which will definitely help them to lead a healthy life. For Goa's media, be it press, be it TV, be it cable or be it newspapers, Sir and Vrundavan Hospital is a household name. Sir's contribution to the Rotary International and to the medical, social and educational fields has also been an extraordinary and appreciable and has been honored on a number of occasions with a number of awards, felicitations and appreciations. The golden feather in his hat is the Lifetime Achievement Award by the World Congress in Clinical and Preventive Cardiology at Delhi, at the hands of Presidents of India at Rashtrapati Bhavan for his contribution for the world and clinical preventive cardiology. Beside medical and social work, Dr. Naik has developed the lecture on number of subjects on personality development like administration, management, development of teaching skills, marketing, public speaking, and how to be happy in life, positive attitude, and a host of others in a very respectable teaching. Sir is also an outstanding author of various books. Navhind Times, the most renowned daily newspaper of Goa, brought an article on the first page of Dr. Digambar Naik praising and narrating his journey to the path of success and glory. He is a very good human being and is a father of 2 children, married happily to Ma'am Mangala Naik. I welcome you, sir, for this program today.
What a beautiful day for all of you. For the juniors, for the youngsters, to see how well they have begun their life into this glorious profession. For their parents, to see the happiness and pleasure that their young ones are going to grow in the right spirit to the right level. Friends, this is what this little day means to all of us. The chief guest for the day, Dr. Shubhra, my friend Leonie is a smiling matron, Leonie, our principal, Shalak and madam. Friends, what this institution makes out of you is for the parents who are here to see them. You have seen how solemnly, how much inner purity these youngsters of yours have begun their journey of their life. It's not a journey of their profession, it's a journey of their life. And by now you must be very assured that your parents, your children are in the right hands. I address these students when they come like this, and I address them even when they leave. And you will find the transformation that happens in all of them. Such innocent, ignorant faces that you see now. They're all enjoying the function. Some of them don't know whether to smile, or some of them don't know whether to be serious. So from this state of just 18 years, what happens to these little girls and boys of yours? You can see in the name of this little girl here, Anuja. Come, Anuja. She just joined 5 years back like you, and she just passed out last year. And see at what level you have seen her performance now. At what level you are going to be. Friends, this is the institution that will care for you at that level. This is the institution which will develop you from little girls into matured, strong, respondent, responsible, smiling citizens of the world. We are also training all of you to go anywhere in the world, like US and UK, and make your future if you have that courage and if you want to do that. A sky is the limit for you to grow. And this institution will take you there, will help you reach that level. A nurse from India, a little girl from India is respected all over the world today for its purity, for its ability, for its commitment to the work, and for its commitment to the humanity. My little friends, you are the angels of humanity. Wherever you go, what you find in front of you is a man or a woman in despair, is a man or a woman in pain, is a man or a woman who needs help, is a man or a woman who looks at your face and expects, well, here is my angel and I will be relieved of pain. I will be relieved of that suffering. I will be back to my normal life, to my family's life, and with my children, with my spouse. This is all. Remember, each and every person or patient of yours who looks at you, looks at these feelings. And in reciprocation, you start managing him or treating him with those feelings. He looks at your little hands as the hands of angels, as the hands of God. And let me tell you, my friends, you have big people, big celebrities into this world. Goa is welcoming all celebrities these days for the next 9 days. Let me tell you, my little friends, these small, beautiful hands of yours has the ability, has the power, has the capacity to make someone's pains disappear, to bring a smile on somebody's face and to save their lives. When somebody is sick, you go and pray in front of God. But your little hands have that ability to save that life. What do you need for this? For this, what you need is that little ability to learn your subject well. That little ability to become a perfect nurse. That little ability to become a perfect medical man. And that little ability to become a perfect human being. You can't falter in the quality of your education. And this institution looks at a very high level quality and standard in your education. And your education doesn't restrict yourself to medical knowledge. And education takes you higher to a level where you are born, where you are reborn, where you flower, where you communicate, and where you grow yourself into that humanity which is looked upon by the humanity as a symbol of God. This is where you are going to be. So my little friends, do not neglect your education. Next 4 years, concentrate on developing all that you have to develop. Work on doing all that you are supposed to be doing. And transform yourself into that individual in which the world will have that faith to put their life in your hands. And it's only when you outperform yourself in every aspect of your humanity, you will be able to meet that level, and you will be able to meet your own aspirations. And that's why you have taken, that's how you have taken this oath today. And all of you have taken the oath of staying purity. In spite of going through various storms in your life, in spite of sharing your emotions with your emotionally and despair patients, at the end of it, as a nurse, you are still going to remain and carry on with that purity in your life. So when you come back home, you come back to your own family, your spouse, your little children, and still live that great family life that you are supposed to be. This profession itself will teach you how you can differentiate between these. This profession itself will teach you how you can take care of your spouse, your family. And this is not a profession where you retire at the age of 60. This is a profession which is lifetime. You may be 80 years old and somebody fallen sick there. You will be the one who will rush there. You will be one who will be called there. You will be one who will be respected there. So enjoy this profession to the level that the profession takes you. It is this little profession which will make your life a life well lived into this surface of this earth. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, and all the best to you.
Thank you, sir, for your precious words. It really means a lot. The note of perfect personality is not rebellion but peace. I now request Ms. Saisha to introduce the chief guest for today's function.
Good morning, everyone. Today we have among us Madam Dr. Shubhra Bhosle as the chief guest for today's function. Madam currently upholding designation of Medical Officer in Charge at PSC Kulware with additional charge of Medical Officer or of RMD Revora. Madam completed her basic education from People's High School, Penchim, Higher Secondary from Dempi College, Miramar, MBBS from Goa Medical College, Bambolim, and certificate course in diabetology from Chennai. Work experience: after degree, worked as a junior resident in medicine as well as ophthalm department at Goa Medical College, Bambolim. Worked in North Goa District Hospital as medical officer in medicine department and presently working as medical officer in charge of PSC Kolwali since 8 months. Achievements: toppers in school throughout academically as well as in co-curricular activities, being vice captain and captain at school, 10th standard board state ranker, felicitated by Goa government. Also was honored with Kayakalpa State Award in 2022 by Directorate of Health Services on World Health Day. Last year, Madam was chosen as one of the cluster coordinator for 37th National Game for Shapura River venue. Also was felicitated as Mrs. Gomantak in 2012, winner at the competition held by Gomantak Press Academy. Madam, now I request you to come up on the stage and say few words.
Good morning, everybody. Respected Madam, Sir, Principal, faculty members of this esteemed institution of Vrundavan Institute of Nursing Education, other dignitaries on the dais, and my dear students. As you all know, medicine and nursing are noble professions, and here standing on this platform as a chief guest, more so as a doctor, I feel honored and privileged to welcome and address to the students entering into a nursing profession on this auspicious occasion of lamp lighting ceremony. Today is your day, and you should all have smiles on your faces, right? So there's a Sanskrit saying, a quote, which goes like, Shubham karoti kalyanam arogyam dhana sampadam. It means that it goes from the darkness to the light, from ignorance to knowledge. And yes, this light and this knowledge comes from this noble profession, both from medicine as well as from nursing. As nursing students, there are two important occasions in your life. One is definitely the lamp lighting ceremony, where you enter into this profession. And second, when you graduate and walk out as trained nurses to put your profession forth to the people at large. These are the two occasions where you have to take the Florence Nightingale oath with a lot of dedication and compassion, as she was the pioneer of modern nursing, as you all know. If you go back into the history, nursing never had professional backup then as it is now. And that is that one lady with a lamp who is called as Florence Nightingale, whose oath you take today before stepping into the profession changed the whole scenario. In the olden days, in the Crimea War in Constantinople, where the soldiers were, they fought and they came back wounded, and they used to be treated by the doctors the whole day. And when the doctors used to retire by the end of the day, they used to look upon to somebody who could take care, who could give them the help. And this was this one lady who saw that, who had that calling for the help to be given to them, and that was Florence Nightingale. She used to walk in the dark corridors with the lamp, with a lantern, and she used to go to each bed and ask them about their doings, how they are doing and how they are feeling. That one say and that one word and that one touch used to change the life of those wounded soldiers, and that was enough to alleviate, to decrease the pain and the agony which they used to suffer post-wars. Imagine the condition of those pathetic patients who used to be there post-war, and the touch and the healing hands of the lady used to change everything, right from the pain and agony, as well as the gratitude which they used to give back, used to complete the life and the day for Florence Nightingale. So I hope that all you have that dedication and compassion when you hold that lamp in your hands, right from the first year till the end you complete your profession. In the nursing education, there are 3 C's, very important. One is compassion, one is competence, and one is commitment, which you should never ever forget in your life. Now, what is compassion? Compassion is a desire to alleviate the suffering of others by putting yourself into their shoes to understand their sufferings. And it should not be like, someone should be teaching you all this. It should come from within. Competence comes from knowledge and skill. Knowledge is which is being imparted by the institution, like the esteemed institution of Vrundavan Institute, which you have to imbibe and also practice with the skills, with experience from your seniors, as well as from your teachers, and put forth into practice when you go out from the institution. And third thing is a commitment. Commitment is commitment to the patients. It doesn't come from, it should not be taught. It should come from within. The commitment is to the commitment for the patient in the sense, when you are giving a kind of a service to the patient, you should not only give as far as the profession life is concerned, it should come from, through compassion, the commitment comes, and the treatment to the patient on a humanity platform. For example, I will give you one instance in the sense, when you go out from this institute and you are working in some hospitals as trained nurses, if there is an emergency and a patient is there on the trolley, and you are expected to, shift the patient on emergency basis, and if you say, no, it is not my work to shift the trolley, then that is not a commitment. Commitment is like to do for the patients anything, right from the shifting of the trolley to the expertise care which you're going to give the patient in the room. Because when we go to the hotel, and if something spills on your shirt, when the waiter comes running and he says, can I help you, ma'am? Or when you are in the flight, when the air hostess, tries to help you out when you're in a problem, when it is not a part of their job, the kind of a kindness feeling which is being given to the customers, the gratitude which is given back is the best. So that kind of a commitment you should give to the patients at large. Now this nursing profession is not only the expertise, but it is also beyond the thing what you're going to learn in these years. You can even do a super specialty beyond. Like now you know that the nurses are being asked on demand on a very large scale, not only in the country, but also beyond that. There are even the expertise in various departments, super specialty departments, whether it is infection control or if it is in the ICU or in the anesthesia department. So yes, as I agree with sir, but I would slightly defy, sky is definitely not the limit. It is more beyond that. So you can as well explore the things beyond that and give the humanitarian, compassionate and committed kind of a service in a holistic approach to the people at large. So presently, I congratulate all of you for entering this noble profession, as well as I congratulate the faculty staffs for giving you this kind of a knowledge for these years, and I'm very much honored to be brought on this stage to welcome and address you at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam, for your valuable words. I kindly request Sir Dr. Digambar Naik to felicitate the chief guest for today's function, Dr. Shubhra Bhosle, with a token of appreciation. I request Dr. Shalak Naik to felicitate the guest of honor for today's function, Mrs. Leonie Walker, with a token of appreciation. Thank you, sir. May I now request Ms. Pradnya to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning to dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks to his memorable occasion. Teaching and non-teaching staff, parents and our dear students, as we have witnessed today's lamp lighting and oath-taking ceremonies. It's time to thank all dignitaries and support to bring out today's function. A heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest for Today's function, Dr. Shubhra Bhosle, Medical Officer in charge of PHC Kolwade. Thank you, Madam, for offering a valuable time, giving your presence in today's function. Thank you so much, Madam. A warm thank goes to our guest of honor today's event, Mrs. Leonie Walker, Assistant Matron, North District Hospital, Mapsa, Goa. Your enlightening words has created a great impression on our students to achieve great highest in future. Thank you, Madam. A special thanks to our respected Chairman, Sir Dr. Digambar Naik, for his words for enthusiasm. Thank you, Sir. A heartfelt gratitude to our Managing Trustees, Madam Mrs. Mangala Naik, for her continuous supports. Thank you, Madam. A warm thanks to Dr. Shalak Naik, Dr. Director of New Vrundavan Hospitals and Medical Research Center, for his valuable presence. A heartfelt gratitude to our Principal Madam Professor Mrs. S. Rajeshwari for all her guidance support to assemble such a graceful event. Thank you, Madam. I would like to thank all our special invitees for their presence. Thank you all. A heartfelt gratitude for their parents of our budding angels for their presence. Thank you all. A special thanks to all teaching and non-teaching staff for coordinating and bringing these events, making a great success. Thank you one and all. A warm thanks to all students for their efforts in arranging and bringing today's event. Thank you all. A heartfelt gratitude to a media covering for capturing a whole events in delightful manner. Thank you all. A blooming thanks to our event decorator in setting halls, college premises. Thank you one and all. Have a great day. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. I kindly request everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभाशीष मांगे, गाए तव जयकार।